This is Newsfighters, where we fight the news so you don't have to.
Yes, g'day everyone. Welcome to Newsfighters for today, the 17th of September, 2021. Newsfighters is a debatably humorous look back at the week in news and politics in Australia, presented by me, Dylan Behan, the French submarine of news comedy. But first,
the situation in our health system has deteriorated. It is now so stretched there are plans to turn firefighters into paramedics.
If you call an ambulance during the peak of Sydney's outbreak, you might get a firefighter instead.
yes, well, potentially bad news if you're having a heart attack or suffering from severe COVID, but great news if you've still got a frisbee stuck up that tree. Bring the ladder, fireys. Meanwhile, in Sydney weather news,
our hottest weekend since January has sent thousands to the beaches and the parks across the city.
The eastern beaches of Sydney were packed. In the west and southwest, outdoor community pools remained closed.
yes, but even with the days getting hotter, Gladys insists there's no need to open the pools in Western Sydney.
Can you open pools in southwest and western Sydney?
Look, there are very difficult decisions we have to take. There are waterways all across Greater Sydney, all across parts of Sydney.
Yeah, kids, there's waterways all across Sydney. Go swim in that stormwater drain. Surely you've got a gutter nearby. Well, what could go wrong? And don't worry if you get stuck up on the roof. You can call an ambulance and the fireys will come and get you down. Also in Western Sydney news,
Labor's decision to parachute the former Premier Keneally into a culturally diverse seat in southwestern Sydney is threatening to cause a major split in the party.
Meanwhile, Labor leader Anthony Albanese is like, well, you can't get more multicultural than Keneally. I mean, she came from America, for goodness sakes.
Keneally was born in the United States, came to Australia and is another great Australian success story.
Some others in the Labor Party weren't impressed.
Labor MP Anne Ali has slammed her own party.
Multiculturalism can't just be a trope that Labor pulls out and parades, while wearing a sari and eating some kung pao chicken to make ourselves look good.
Come on, Anne, nobody looks good eating kung pao chicken. Trust me, I spill it everywhere. It's very messy. It'll go all over your sari. It's very spicy. You can't lick your fingers either. Finally to what? News.
Former Attorney General Christian Porter is up to his neck in trouble again tonight, and he may not survive it this time. He's accepted piles of money from anonymous donors.
Even millionaire former PM Malcolm Turnbull had a strong opinion on Christian Porter getting free money from God knows where.
This is no better than a person wearing a mask, a hood over their head, walking into Mr. Porter's office with a bag of cash and saying, here's a donation.
Well, if the donor was wearing a mask, then we know it definitely wasn't Tony Abbott.
For Tony Abbott, a trip to the beach has cost him $500 thanks to a bystander he's dubbed un-Australian, after they snapped the former Prime Minister chatting to a friend without a mask.
But I'm not going to challenge the fine because I don't want to waste the police's time any further.
Yes, Tony Abbott, a man who stayed in Parliament for 4 years after he lost the job of Prime Minister, says he hates wasting people's time. All right, that's the Newsfighters headlines for today. Don't forget you can find complete episodes on your podcasting app or follow us on Twitter and Instagram at NewsFightersPod. Keep fighting and bye for now.